Hi guys, it's Monique from earlylearningmom.com. Today I'm here to talk about self-care, and especially self-care for moms and dads of kiddos with special needs. Now, if you're a primary caregiver to a child with special needs, you probably have a lot on your plate. If you're anything like me, you feel like you have, your child's future rested on your shoulders. And I mean, parenting is tricky as it is. It's difficult, it's nerve-wracking, and you wonder the whole time if you're doing the right thing. Now imagine, now you have a special needs child, and you are hearing facts, I use the term loosely, from different points of view on how autism should be treated, how Down syndrome should be treated, what hope or lack of hope you have for your child, what you should expect. And I know for myself, having a child diagnosed with autism, there is a lot of negativity towards that. It is basically short of a death sentence. I mean, okay, maybe that's a little dramatic, but that being said, it's to a mother, that's what it feels like. You're told your child may never be toilet trained, your child may never speak, your child may never show emotion, they may always hurt themselves, and they offer you these, therapies with huge wait lists, and you're really left to navigate the waters on your own. And parenting with that alone is difficult. Like, you have, one set of parents or advocates or specialists telling you that their way of helping can help your child, and then you have another set that are telling you that's snake oil, that's they're out for your money, that's dangerous. It's a lot of stress on a parent. And so if you're anything like me, you spent thousands of hours researching, reading, looking at everything from diet to new supplements to therapies to different physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy. The list goes on, and you don't really put a time to do things you like anymore. Whether that be being in sports, whether that's reading, whether that's art, writing. You may even have to quit your job to stay home and help your child, and you slowly lose your identity. And you almost feel guilty if you take time for yourself. Now, I discovered a couple of years ago that if I didn't take time for myself, that my son suffered, and that I suffered, and that my family suffered. And I, this week, have started I'm part of a group of special needs moms who happen to be part of, a similar therapy program. Like, they're running the same kind of program that I'm running with Z, and we're doing kind of a mom's workshop, I guess is the best way to describe it. It's to kind of talk about what moms need when we're not really taking care of ourselves sometimes. And it is run by an awesome life coach, and if you want more information about that, I think she's running more programs like this. I can just totally comment below and I can get you her name and her links and stuff. But she is facilitating this, I believe it's 6-week course. Is it 6 or 8? It's 6-week course. And the first week, today, we spent an hour talking about self-care. And she's not telling us what to do for self-care, but kind of guiding us and asking questions and getting us talking. And as moms, we're kind of getting ideas from each other. This time it was a little bit quieter, but by the end of the call, I found that we were all kind of talking a little bit more. And I was trying to be careful because I can be a chatterbox and I can kind of take over a situation. So I probably didn't talk as much as I normally would have, because I didn't want to overtake the conversation. So I was trying to be conscious of that. So this week we were kind of given kind of a goal to spend 5 minutes doing something for ourselves each day. And so different moms may pick different things, and I'm not going to go into what we talked about in that group because I feel it's super private, but I can share what I said. And one thing I love doing is journaling, but I'm very inconsistent about it. And I think back to when I was a kid and I was journaling, and my journals were so simple. It was, I did this today, I had fun. And then, the next day it was, I did this today, I had fun. And then as I grew as a teenager, it became very angsty and very, I don't know. It was very angsty is probably the best way to describe it. So this time, today, I decided that I am going to start spending 5 minutes a day journaling, and whether that is writing 3 things that I'm thankful for the day, something special that happened during the day. I'm not going to put myself in a box, but I did purchase 2 journals today. And this one, while it's not beautiful like some of the other ones were, the cover kind of caught my eye, and it says Organized Chaos. And I'm always describing myself as organized chaos. I know what I'm doing, but if you walked in and you saw the way I was running the show, you'd say it looked like chaos, but it's organized chaos. So this just seemed really fitting. And then I grabbed this one, and now when I went in, I wasn't intending on buying this one, but it caught my eye, and it's Think, Write, Create. And I thought this would be great for me to jot down some ideas for my blog, for this YouTube channel, and just anything creative that I want to write about. And I'm hoping that, this year has really been, this has been my project, whether it's been YouTube or whether it's been my blog and my reviews. That has been my outlet, and while it still incorporates Sakari, it's kind of giving me a bit of my identity back. So I joined the Homeschool review crew this year purposely so it would provide me some accountability. I sign up for reviews, I have to write them, I have to write a blog post pretty much weekly on another topic that's not a review or sponsored video or sponsored post. So it really gave me a lot of accountability to remain true to myself and to stick with my commitments of something I enjoy. And this last month I kicked it up a notch with my YouTube channel, and I started doing a video, having 5 videos a week go up for the from September, and now we're into October, and I'm trying to keep up with that. I found myself slipping at the beginning of October because I made my goal. And I find that even with Weight Watchers, I made my goal, and then I find myself slipping because maintaining isn't as much fun as trying to achieve the goal. So I have purposed myself that I'm going to do this in October as well. I'm going to try my darndest to get 5 videos up, because you know what? It's for me, and it's to record our journey, and it takes a situation that revolves around my son and gives me an outlet to express myself about it and to share with other families and to do that kind of thing. So on Tuesdays, I spend a lot of time sitting at McDonald's after Weight Watchers. I know. I sit at McDonald's after Weight Watchers, and I use their Wi-Fi, and I work on my laptop. I'm there every week, and when I'm not there, I find deep down I feel very chaotic. I feel very anxious. I feel very ungrounded. And by taking that one day a week and protecting it. Like, you can talk to anybody in my circle, in my life. I protect Tuesdays. Tuesdays are my day to go and write. And there's some days I don't even feel like writing, and I won't write. But you know what? I might sit there and watch YouTube channels. I might, like other YouTubers. I might sit there and read articles or blog posts, and that's just my time, and nobody has control over that except for me. And I can stay up quite late that day. I try to have a decent bedtime throughout the week, but Tuesdays, if I'm on a roll, I've come home at 2 in the morning. I've been sitting at McDonald's at 2 in the morning, and you know, the drunks are rolling in, and I start thinking, okay, maybe I should go now, as the bars are closing during the summer and stuff, and the drunks start rolling in. I'm like, maybe I should go home. But for the most part, I sit there, and that is my time. And people will ask me, hey, do you want to hang out after Weight Watchers? I know you don't have to go home. Travis has the kids. And I tell them no. That is my time, and that is what I need. And so it took a lot, and it took a lot for me to put those boundaries in place and take what I need. But when I do that, even though the next day I'm tired and I need some caffeine, I'm emotionally replenished, and I had that, 6-7 hours of me time, and I find that I'm a better mom throughout the week. The weeks that I miss it, I find myself getting short. I find myself unmotivated. I find it hard to keep up, and I find it, I don't enjoy my children as much. And I love my kids, and I'm not saying I don't love them, but I don't enjoy them as much because I'm getting to the point of burnout. And this has helped keep me healthy. This has helped keep me balanced, and I recommend it to anyone. And I know it's not perfect for everybody, and I know taking that long is not always, like, there's single moms, there's families where the parents are working opposite shifts. We talked today about the importance of taking 5 minutes a day and taking those moments to appreciate the time around yourself, and whether that's getting up early to spend that time that you need, whether that's staying up a little late and getting that time. It's just super important you get that me time, and that the people around you understand that they need me time. And I was watching another YouTuber, it was on J. Morrell Stewart's channel, but it was another YouTube writer, and she said she incorporated 1 or 2 hours in the afternoon of writing for herself, and the kids had quiet time. She'd pull out the Play-Doh, she'd pull out the toys that she could only play with during that time, and she'd put the little ones down for nap, and her kids learned that was mom's writing time, and that was her outlet, and that was her me time, and she was not to be disturbed unless there was an emergency. And she wrote, and her kids kept themselves busy. And I know that's easier for moms that maybe don't have special needs children, but even I've done in the past where, my husband was away for a week for work, and I didn't get my Tuesday, and I really wanted to do my writing, and I went and sat out in the backyard, brought my laptop out, I did my writing while Z played in the trampoline. Did I have interruptions? Absolutely. But did I still get what was on my heart off into my blog and into my channel and share what I wanted to share? Yes, it just took me a little longer. So not feeling guilty also about taking that time is super important. You're going to feel like, why am I spending this time reading this maybe it's a romance novel. Maybe it's I have a confession time. I love Amish romance novels. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm the furthest thing from Amish you'll ever meet. Well, maybe not the first thing, but I'm not Amish, but I love Amish romance novels. But for a while there, when I would read them, and they're quick stories, they're more novelettes, and but I found them pure, and I found them interesting because I always find things that are different from what I have interesting. So I started feeling guilty about it because I'm like, I should be reading like books about child development and gathering information to make homemade books for my son and learning more how to be a better homeschool mom. And then I realized that if I gave myself these breaks and read my kind of, off-topic books, that when I came back to read the other ones, I was more in tune because I gave myself that almost like a reward that I got to enjoy this, and now it's time to do the work. And all work and no play, the saying, right? All work and no play. You're just miserable. So don't feel guilty. Make sure to get even 5 minutes to yourself. Try to set up something weekly to enjoy just some alone time. And even if it is taking a shower and locking the door so the kids cannot come and jump in with you, do it. And if you have the resources, sometimes I know for us here in Manitoba, we have access to respite, which is paid by the government. And we take advantage of that respite by having our respite worker come. Friday night, it's date night Friday night. And that was something, too, we were neglecting. And that's another topic. It's kind of care for our relationships, but we're using some respite for date night. But I have also used respite in situations where my husband was away for work, and I needed that day to get my blog posts done, my writing. I needed me time, and I had our respite worker come, pick up Z, and take him to the kids, like the playground or the splash pad or the trampoline park that we had tickets for, or, so if it's possible to kind of hire out some help, that's a great option to ask, grandparents if they're capable and able and willing, to ask them for help and to get that me time. So anyhow, I have been rambling here for almost 20 minutes. I just felt that after today's kind of call, workshop kind of thing, that I really wanted to share about what I thought self-care looked like and how self-care has kind of changed me and how I've allowed myself not to feel guilty about making sure that I am taking care of me, because a healthier, happier me means a healthier and happier family. And the better quality education I can provide my child and therapeutic, programs and stuff, the more energy I'll have for that. So anyhow, I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my blog at www.earlylearningmom.com and let me know down below in the comments, what do you do for self-care? And do you miss it when you stop doing it? So anyhow, we'll talk to you later.